It's finally here, guys. The trailer for Living World Season 3, Episode 5, Flashpoint, the penultimate chapter in Living World Season 3 is here. And today, we're going to take a look at the trailer, see what we can dig out of it, and get this hype train going. Hopefully you enjoy. What's up, everybody? GSmaniamsmart here. Today with another brand new video for Gaming with GS, and I'm very excited for today's video. It's going to be a great topic, but I want to welcome you to this video. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to have you. And if you happen to be new to the channel, I want to welcome you as well, and I encourage you to subscribe to this channel because we have plenty of other Guild Wars 2 content videos on this channel, plenty of other trailer reviews, plenty of other patch summaries, lore summaries, Guild Wars 2 guides, gold guides, class guides, all kinds of cool stuff. So I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and press that post notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the latest videos. Let's get into it. Alright, so I have not even watched this trailer yet, and I saw a couple comments in the last video saying some of you wanted to see my reaction to the trailer. So I guess I'll mix this into the same video. We're gonna watch the trailer together. It's my first time watching it. Yesterday I was taking final exams at school, and all of a sudden my friend messages me saying the trailer's out, the trailer's out. And I'm like, oh my god, now the trailer's out when I'm taking my exams at university. So here it is, Flashpoint trailer. We're gonna take a look at it right now, and I'll give you my first impressions, what I think about it, what I see, what I notice, and maybe give you a bit of insight of where I think this episode could be going. Hopefully they give us enough in this trailer, so let's take a look. It's 1 minute and 3 seconds, so it's not too long. The music already.
One of Lazarus's aspects.
See some white mantle stuff?
Without it, they could have never resurrected Lazarus.
So talking about the aspects
Lazarus.
again, I guess that's gonna be part of the story?
A Mersat / not a Mersat on the way.
He's on the way?
There's
What should we
Lazarus. Who is Lazarus? Will we finally find out this episode who it is?
He's trapped us here.
That's the new map. That has to be the new map there. Boils to the finale.
No.
Season 3, Casimir's finally back. What? I see a bunch of fire stuff. Is this gonna be... Wow, May 2nd. Our prediction was right. I remember a few videos ago, I said that my guess that we will get Super Adventure Box for about 3 weeks, then they'll take it off for a week at near the end of April, and then in the last week of April, after that 1 week of nothing, they'll release the trailer. And that following week, which was May 2nd, May 3rd, they'll release the patch. And it seems like all of that has become true, to my surprise. I can't believe I got it that accurate. But I gotta tell you, first off, seeing the trailer, it's already exciting. I saw the new map. It didn't show much. I'm gonna watch the trailer one more time, or I'll watch it a few more times, and then I'll be back to give you some thoughts. So be back in just a second, but everything happened really quickly in this trailer. It was a really cool trailer. It showed everything in small glimpses, but I feel like there's not a lot in it. I mean, right now, what I'm seeing is that the main focus is who's Lazarus. So, to me, it seems like this episode is going to be focused on who is Lazarus and finding out who Lazarus is. And I think they're actually going to reveal it. I think they're not going to wait to the last episode in episode 6. And that's also something that we predicted was true. I mean, we also assumed that there's only going to be 6 episodes in Season 3. And according to the blog post that they released, this is going to be the second to last episode in Living World Season 3. So we were correct about that too. So it would be crazy if we end up being correct also about the expansion announcement in PAX Prime, which I think is like around August, I think, or maybe end of July. And if they release it then October, September maybe, the expansion, that would be amazing. That would be crazy how the community actually guessed all that. Gotta give props to our entire community for coming up with these speculations and them actually coming somewhat true. So be back in just a second. I'm gonna watch the trailer a few more times so I can give you a bit of a better breakdown of what I see here and what I think we're gonna get. Alright, so I just watched the trailer a few more times, and I gotta tell you, the most interesting part about this trailer to me, and I think it'll interest a lot of people as well, is who this Lazarus person is. Now, in the beginning of the trailer, they do talk about the aspects. It seems like that's going to be the focus of this episode. It seems like this entire episode is going to be dedicated to either finding the last aspect or maybe trying to figure out how Lazarus could be alive even though we don't have the last aspect. Now, if you haven't played episode 4, I'll fill you in real quick. At the end of episode 4, we basically find a journal entry talking about how Lazarus could only be revived and come back to life if all the aspects were there to revive him. Well, there's actually one aspect missing, so if that one aspect is missing, Lazarus couldn't have been revived. So someone's pretending to be Lazarus, whether it's an impersonation, whether they're under a spell, whether who knows what it could be, but someone is impersonating Lazarus. And that's kind of what I see this trailer is trying to reveal to us. This entire episode seems to be around the fact that we're gonna find out who Lazarus is. Now, there is a pretty cool thread on Reddit that I saw this morning about a poll going on of who the community thinks Lazarus is. Some people are saying that it might be a Kraukatoric champion. Some people are saying it might be a Primordius champion. Some people are saying that it might be a human god, that it might be E, the mysterious E character that we have never even figured out who that is. We don't know who E is. He's been signing his name, the beginning of his name, the E letter, at the end of a bunch of different notes. So, personally, I have no idea who Lazarus could be. But what I will say is this: in this trailer, we do get a small piece of audio, which I think it sounds like it's coming from Casimir. And the fact that Casimir is finally back in the living world is also really cool and really epic. It also seemed like everyone had like a different outfit. Are these new outfits that everyone's getting that are part of the Dragon's Watch? Will that be gem outfits? Will we get some new outfits into the game? If so, that'd be really awesome, because it seemed like there were a lot of new outfits there. And if everyone gets a new outfit part of Dragon's Watch, that could be really cool. So I noticed that. But what I was saying is that what I think is really interesting is we get a piece of audio from Casimir that says, oh no, it can't be. So that would mean that Lazarus is someone that she might know. Because why else would you say, oh no, it can't be? So that's one thing that stuck out to me while watching the trailer a few times, that it seems like Lazarus, whoever is behind the Lazarus character, is someone that Casimir may know, or someone that even the player character may know. So we'll have to see who it is. Really exciting though. We don't really have any real clue of who it could be, so Arena has done a really good job at keeping this top-notch secret, because it could be a surprise to all of us, and I like that about this episode. You know, it's great to speculate here and there, and it's great to see that the speculations you've made have come true, but it's also even better to find out something that you never thought was true, or something that really just comes at you as a surprise. That's what I'm feeling for this episode. It's a really cool, awesome feeling. Can't wait till the patch comes out Tuesday to see who Lazarus really is. So that's the biggest thing I see off of this trailer. It seems like that's the focus of this patch. Now, whether we're going to have any interaction with the dragons, it doesn't seem like. I mean, we do get a few shots of some destroyers. We do get a few shots of some fire. It seems like fire is a theme in this trailer as well. So maybe we'll learn something about Primordius maybe. But it doesn't seem like there's going to be much focus on the dragons in this episode. I think that's going to be more of a focus in the last episode, episode 6. So it seems like a very centralized focus for this episode on the Lazarus storyline here. The other cool thing that I noticed, which also stuck out to me pretty blatantly, is that the new map that we're getting, if you watch the trailer in slow motion and you pause every now and then, you'll see that it looks like this map is jungle-y, kind of. And the only thing I can think of being a jungle map is either the area to the left or to the right of Dragon's Stand, or the area between Radasum and the Grove underneath Metrica Province. Those are the only two jungle-y areas that I think a map could fit. Anywhere else, the map just wouldn't fit and it wouldn't make any sense. So it seems like we're going to be getting the new map that's in between the Grove and Radasum. And I gotta tell you, I've always wanted to go to that area. That's an area of the map that I always look at and I'm like, when are we ever gonna go there? It would be so cool. All the deltas that are there, all the little rivers running through. That would be really cool and awesome to go there. And if we go there, my gosh, I already know it's gonna be a beautiful map. Now, I've also done a bit of digging on the forums and on Reddit as well, and some people are saying that it might be a mixture of a Dragon Stand map and of a Fire Chain Island map. We do see a submarine in the trailer as well, and what that tells to me, there's going to be a lot of water surrounding the area. While that could make sense, there is still water in that area between the Grove and Radasum, so that's still a possible candidate. It could also be the map that's to the left of Dragon Stand, where Dragon Stand sort of extends a little bit. It could be the map to the left of that, or it could be that small little narrow section, the peninsula looking type of thing, where it kind of looks like the corner of Dragon Stand coming downwards to the south. You'll see me drawing on the map right now on screen, but it's kind of hard to describe while I'm talking here. But that little area right there, that could be a map as well. Or it seems that we could also be getting a map that kind of combines the top of Fire Island Chain and the bottom of that Dragon Stand area into one map. We'll have a lot of water in that map. I'm not sure if I like that idea, mainly one, because Arena already said they don't like to have a lot of underwater content, so I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think they're going to make, you know, 2/3 of the map land and then the other third of the map water content, so that might not be that great of an idea, nor do I think it's that great of an accurate speculative guess of where the map's going to be. So really excited for the new map. I think it looks good. It's just kind of confusing why they decided to make this trailer themed around fire so much. Like the fire at the very end, they have the fire in the background. They use words like boiling. And you do see a lot of fire references also throughout the trailer. So maybe we're going back to the Fire Island Chain. Maybe it is a mixture between the Fire Island Chain and a jungle map. Who really knows? But you know, that's kind of all the thoughts that I have about the new map that we're getting. There was also a shot in this trailer that I also noticed that has Timey. We see a pretty good amount of Timey in this trailer, and if that's a primary theme of this trailer, whether something might happen to Timey, we do hear a voiceover when we see Timey saying he's coming. So could something happen to another character? Could something happen to Timey maybe? Could Lazarus try to do something to blackmail us? I mean, it could be anything really, but that's something that I just noticed there. Maybe Lazarus will find out the Radanova slab. That's a possible theory there. And then let's talk a little about the title alone. Now, there are a lot of jokes already floating around about making fun of the title Flashpoint. There's a lot of the Flash jokes running around. But think about the title Flashpoint. I mean, what do you think about when you hear a word like Flashpoint? When you hear an episode like Flashpoint? I mean, for me, it kind of sounds like an explosion of some sort. It kind of sounds like something big, surprising happening, coming out at you that you either didn't expect, or a giant, I mean, it could be a giant reveal. Maybe Flashpoint means like, oh, a giant reveal of who Lazarus is, but I feel like it kind of has something to do with an explosion or something huge happening that's a big surprise that no one expected, a huge change, destruction maybe even, Flashpoint, you know. That's kind of what I'm thinking about this. Arena tends to, for the most part, name their episodes after the theme of each episode. I mean, for Head of the Snake, everything dealt with Codicus, and heck, that was pretty accurate, the Head of the Snake. Then A Crack in the Ice, that dealt very well with, at the very end of A Crack in the Ice, with the arrow going in to the glacier, and it makes a crack in it. So, and then Out of the Shadows, even that one, we finally see Lazarus coming out of the shadows, or it could be that Codicus came out of the shadows, showing that he's the leader of the White Mantle. So that was also a very revealing episode title, and it kind of also played very well into the theme of the episode and what happened there. So these episodes' names line up very much so with what's happening in these episodes. So think about what Flashpoint could mean. And if you could leave your own theories in the comment section what you think Flashpoint means to you, what we could possibly be expecting from Flashpoint for episode 5, that'd be great. Would love to hear your ideas and your thoughts about this episode title. And would love to hear your thoughts about anything else we saw in this trailer. Where do you think this map's gonna be? I mean, I love and I adore all the new maps that Arena puts into the game because I love exploring new content. Exploring in Guild Wars 2 is one of my favorite things to do, and seeing all these new maps come in, whether they were already in Guild Wars 1 and re-exploring them in Guild Wars 2, or whether they're brand new maps, is just really exciting. So where do you think the new map's going to be? Do you think it's going to be between Radisum and the Grove? That's my guess, and I do think we will find out who Lazarus is this episode, and I can't wait to see who it is. Like I said, lots of theories that are floating around, but in reality, no one really has a single clue who it could be. So we're all going to be in for a great, huge surprise. So that's pretty much everything that I noticed from the trailer. That's pretty much everything I saw and could draw from the trailer. If you think I missed anything, go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you like the trailer, go ahead and go over to the Guild Wars 2 channel and leave a like on that video. It's coming out Tuesday, May 2nd, so you can bet we're going to have a bunch of videos coming out about the episode, about the new map, about everything you can do in the new map, any new mechanics that they may introduce. There is some news on Legendary Armor as well. However, I think I'm going to make a separate video for that because there are a few things I want to talk about on that subject, and I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. So prepare yourself for that video. It's going to come out maybe, I believe maybe Friday. I'll probably release it. Not sure yet. I have my last final exam tomorrow, so I need to find some time to record that one. But yeah, pretty excited for Tuesday. Hopefully you're excited too, and the hype train is already rolling forward. You know, it's really cool to see these episodes come into the game, and you know, the quality of these episodes have just been increasing every single time, so I know we all won't be disappointed with this one. I think it's going to be another amazing one. And if it's true that each Living World team is working on one individual map for each episode, that means this time around we will be seeing the same style of work that we saw in Ember Bay, because that team would presumably have made this map as well. Bloodstone Fen was made by the first team, second team Ember Bay, third team Bitterfrost Frontier, and the first team again did Lake Doric, and the second team that did Ember Bay is probably going to do this map that we're going to get Tuesday. So Ember Bay was fun. I loved Ember Bay. Probably, I think Ember Bay was a better map than Bitterfrost Frontier. I enjoyed myself a lot more in Ember Bay than I did in Bitterfrost Frontier. I don't know if it's because there was more to do in it. I don't know if it's because I like the events more. I don't know, maybe it's just because it was easier to look for the petrified stumps and they were all over the place, but I enjoyed Ember Bay by far more than any other map, so I can't wait to see what map comes up next with the same team working on it. I think it's going to be really great. So that's pretty much the video. Thank you for watching as always, guys. Really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. We have plenty of other Guild Wars 2 content on the channel. Plenty of other Guild Wars 2 content to come in the future as well. We'll have more videos coming out next week, definitely for sure, about this new content that we looked at today. And like I said, later in the week, we'll have a video on Legendary Armor, which everyone's excited for. And I do have some pretty good thoughts about that, which you might share, or you might have your own thoughts. Go ahead and subscribe. Would really love to have you on board with us. And if you want to check out the most recent video I did, go ahead and click the annotation here. If you want to check out a similar video to this one, you can click the annotation here. And if you want to subscribe to my other channels, such as the tutorials channel or the vlogging channel, the annotation's here. And you can also donate $1 to my Patreon page with the annotation here. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching as always, guys. And this is GSmaniamsmart. And I'll be back sooner than you think. Don't go anywhere.